one-chord songs are really handy when we're trying to practice a new strumming or finger-picking pattern, and they're also really helpful when we're just trying to memorize and practice a new chord shape. Today I have a very fun and easy one-chord song to share with you, and I'm pretty sure you can have it memorized by the time this video is over. It's called Shoo-Lie-Loo, and it's a call and response song that was almost certainly first sung by enslaved African Americans. Researching the history of this song didn't turn up very much, but I've come to that conclusion based on what I know about American folk songs in general, and I'm going off of what the lyrics in the song are communicating. So why don't we take a look at those lyrics? Now, the way a call and response song works is that you have a leader making the call, and then you have a group replying. So in this song, there are only 4 lines, and it starts with the leader saying, "Just from the kitchen," and then the group replies, "Shoo-Lie-Loo," and then the leader says, "With a handful of biscuits," and then the group replies, "Shoo-Lie-Loo." In the 3rd line of the song, the leader has an opportunity to call out an individual from the group, and I'll pretend I'm singing this with my daughter. So I'll sing, "Oh, Miss Violet," and then the group replies, "Shoo-Lie-Loo," and then the leader ends, "Fly away over yonder," and then the group ends, "Shoo-Lie-Loo." Before I pick up my ukulele, let's just talk about some of the clues that indicate to me that this song was probably sung by enslaved African Americans. First of all, it's a call and response song, and you'll hear as I play it a little faster with my ukulele that call and response kind of overlap, and that is definitely a trait of songs that originated in Africa. And second of all, we have what Bob Goodkin referred to as the long-standing genius of African rhythms. This song is super catchy, and it has a very African feel to me. And third, we have the lyrics. "Just from the kitchen." Those 4 words indicate to me that this was probably sung by a domestic helper who worked in a kitchen. And the joyful tone in this song makes me think that this was somebody celebrating getting off work for the day, or at least for the moment, right? And that second line, "with a handful of biscuits," also indicates that this was probably sung by slaves who worked in a kitchen. Having a handful of biscuits might not feel very exciting these days, but if you were a slave back in, say, the 1700s and you had a handful of biscuits, that was absolutely a cause for celebration. And then in that 3rd line, we can share the experience with somebody we're close to. And then with that 4th line, "Fly away over yonder," we end with a feeling of joy and hope and maybe a little bit of a sense of an escape. Because this is a call and response song, this works very well for groups. So whether you're a parent singing with your children, or maybe you're a ukulele teacher teaching in a classroom, or perhaps you're in a uke club and you want a new way to warm up and break the ice with your uke club jam buddies. Let's play it through a few times. I'm going to play it in the key of C using the C chord. If you're very tired of that chord, perhaps you want to try this C chord. You might have seen this fingering for B flat or for B, but if we bring our fingers up to the 3rd, 4th, and 5th frets, we have a C chord. Now I'm using my index finger to press down on the E and A strings at the 3rd fret, and I'm sort of rotating my finger so that it's coming down at an angle there. It just makes it a little easier to press down on the strings. And then I'm using my middle finger, I'm curving my middle finger over to press down on the C string at the 4th fret. And then I'm using my ring finger to press down on the G string at the 5th fret. So it sounds like this. So play that version if you'd like. I'm going to stick with our trusty C chord this way. I'm going to sing through the verse 3 times, and if I was singing with somebody, we would take turns calling back and forth to each other, but I'm here by myself, so I'm going to sing the leader and the response part. And remember, when you're singing this with a group, you can take turns being the leader. In that 3rd line of the song, you have the opportunity to call out somebody else's name, and for the next go around, they become the leader and they call someone else out, and it continues for as long as you want. Okay, so I'm going to play it through 3 times. The first time I'm going to sing my daughter's name, Hey, Miss Violet. The second time, I'm going to sing my son's name, Mr. Blake, and then in the third verse, I'm going to sing Now Everybody. And that's the way Elizabeth Mitchell ends her really lovely version of this song, and I think it's a nice way to sort of end on an inclusive note. All right, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just from the kitchen, Shoo-Lie-Loo, with a handful of biscuits. Shoo-Lie-Loo, oh Miss Violet. Shoo-Lie-Loo, fly away over yonder. Shoo-Lie-Loo. Just from the kitchen, Shoo-Lie-Loo, with a handful of biscuits. Shoo-Lie-Loo, oh Mr. Blake. Shoo-Lie-Loo, fly away over yonder. Shoo-Lie-Loo. Just from the kitchen, Shoo-Lie-Loo, with a handful of biscuits. Shoo-Lie-Loo, now everybody. Shoo-Lie-Loo, fly away over yonder. Shoo-Lie-Loo. If you enjoyed this video, share it with somebody you like to make music with. And be sure to head over to musicalmama.com where you can find books, chord charts, and all kinds of free resources for ukulele players. Thank you for watching.